Morning, gentlemen. I hope you are keeping up with The Truman Show. There's just one or two of you left to make sure that you've done the last lot of close reading work and deposited that in your due work box. I am taking a quick look through these and I'm not marking them, but you can see from my notes the following day that I can see who's done it and who hasn't. Many of you are doing a pretty brief job of these answers, and that's not necessarily a good idea because very soon you're going to need to write an essay on this film. And so here's a secret. The reason why English teachers give students lots of little annoying questions about the text that they're studying is not just to torture them, but to actually encourage you to think and to come up with an idea world and an understanding of what is going on in the text so that then you can come up with your own ideas about it. But you've got to know enough about what happens and about the important things that are going on in the film for you to be able to then write coherently about it and answer an essay on it. So that's why I'm getting you to do these close reading exercises, not just because I want to give you something to do in lockdown every day. So please do them, okay? So today, the main task is actually watching quite a reasonable chunk of the film again today, because today and tomorrow we are doing coming up to the kind of the crunch scenes in the Truman Show, and then we're going to be tying it all together and looking at these themes that we've started discussing in more detail. But these two lessons today and tomorrow are really important for looking at these important scenes, because as you will remember, the last scene that I asked you to look at was when Truman was trying to get off the island the first time by driving off it, and he is ambushed and taken down literally by the workers at the nuclear power plant and taken home. And so the scene that I actually want you to watch is the next little bit. Truman has been brought home and he is really seriously sobered up because too many things have now been happening to him for him to be able to go back into his blissful unawareness. We think that too many things have happened. Remember that the policeman at the power plant gave it all away by doing what? Trick question. What did he do? What did the policeman do that just triggered Truman jumping out of the car and running off? So that's a trick question that I'd like you to think about. And so today I'm going to ask you to watch about 10 minutes of the film, a good chunk, and I want you to look out for all the ways the director shows us what's going on. So Meryl has in the scene that you're about to watch, basically loses her cool and her kind of disguise, and also says some things that reveal that she's not just Truman's wife. So I want you to look out for those things. And we get into the scene with Marlon, where he says that terrible quote, "The last thing I would ever do to you, Truman, is lie to you." And then, of course, straight after that, we have the return of Truman's dad into his life. And so I'm going to ask you to look at some more shots to do with that scene, where we're thinking about how the director's showing us the extent to which Truman's life is absolutely managed. And interestingly, even the actors don't get the freedom to speak what they want to speak. This man here controls them as well. So take a look at the questions on the close reading sheet that's on the GrammarNet page this morning before you watch the the section that I'm going to ask you to watch, because then you'll really know what to look out for. Please mark yesterday's comma splice and run-on sentences work. All that stuff is really important for your overall literacy. You will be tested on those things in your exam at next term. And don't forget to take another look at your spelling words before a quiz tomorrow. Okay, have a good day.